Hey everybody, how's it going? I wanted to make something really funny to bring a little bit of light, get back to some like kind of original reporting here. Covering some Destiny, Kaceytron drama here and just, in general bring people together to have a laugh. I'm sorry that I'm doing it under the circumstance of being sick. I got that razor throat COVID that's been going around now. 3 weeks after I was exposed to it. Yeah, go figure. Oh, it's ridiculous. Luckily, it's almost on its way out. I got it literally last night. It was horrendous. It's why I couldn't finish the third video. So I laid down, went to sleep. I feel much better now, but it is still there. It's kind of throbbing my head and all, and my throat especially. So I'm sorry if I'm not sounding as good as I do normally, if I even sound good to people. But anyway, in other news, Kaceytron rejected her best chance out of complete embarrassment. I'm ready to read all unhinged Reddit and Discord communications that will drop from the case. Sure hope no one wished... Oh, okay, great. In light of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, well, I don't... People are going to be doing that. They were actually threatening Ethan Klein way before Charlie Kirk. I'm actually genuinely afraid for Ethan. Even though I think he's absolutely ridiculously dumb. And that he is insane for still trying to cling to the left. And that Jordan Peterson warned Ethan Klein of all of this, and he still, for some reason, some stubborn reason, has decided that Jordan Peterson's not right at all, even though he's been proven to be absolutely correct. It's insane. Ethan Klein really needs to grow up and figure things out. But at the same time, let's make fun of this crazy, crazy girl, Kaceytron. So, Kaceytron raised $44,517, and then she offered him $17,500 to settle the case and drop it. And then he goes, this leaves $27,017. Under no circumstances have you paid your lawyers that money. What were you planning on doing with the remaining? Trying to catch a payday? He rejected her offer, obviously. And posted this tweet with her. Hearing people victimize themselves over criticisms, meanwhile, their boss is using millions of dollars to do frivolous lawsuits and put others in financial ruin. I could literally be forced to foreclose and lose my home if I can't keep up with legal fees. So why didn't you just go ahead and be like, look, I raised this money. You know what? Take it all. I never even had to touch it. Then you're not out anything. Just the money that raised pays Ethan off. You admit that you were wrong, and then now you're going to lose your house over it. That's the decision making that people like this Hassan orbiters make for themselves. And at the end of the day, this is exactly what she plans on doing. I guarantee it. She will lose this lawsuit horrifically. She will start a GoFundMe to pay that all off. Then she will try to start a GoFundMe and be like, I'm completely broke now. Please help me out. And I don't know how many stupid people will be out there to actually fall for this, but there will be some. Some of them will fall for it, without a doubt. I don't think there's going to be enough, but I really hope that a judge would say, no, you can't do that. You will have to literally it will be coming out of your bank now, and whatever's not in there will be garnished from your home. And I kind of hope that's the way it is. I hope she has to go get herself a garbage apartment, and then she could try to fundraise all she wants, and I hope people are like, you know what? No. But we'll have to see what happens, I don't know how the judge is going to rule in this whatsoever. But at the end of the day, it's just amazing, So, at that point, Ethan was like, no, I'm not accepting this at all. So, she says, it's so funny seeing all those foot fungi feigning concern over my recreational usage. I spend less than a fraction of what privileged crybaby Starkilla does on DoorDash orders. You don't even know that, though. All the still existing H3 fans are just showing how incredibly hypocritical they are. Over this issue, I don't really necessarily think they are actually being hypocritical over this. People have to eat, and if people are overindulging eating, that's not great, but it's definitely not recreational usage of substances to keep your mind not grounded in reality. I think it's quite a bit different. I would put recreational drug use essentially abuse of it, at least, way higher than overeating. Now, if you were taking care of yourself, maybe I would reconsider that for your specific situation. If you were fit and you were, doing things in your life that bettered your life while doing that, I'd be like, you know what? Okay, maybe I shouldn't judge. But it seems to me that the recreational stuff is making her literally gain so much weight and just absolutely lose all sight of forward thinking and any sanity. I mean, it's just very hilarious. But looking at her posts, my prayers and manifestations seem to be paying off. Really? Really? You think these cards are going to protect you? That's absolutely amazing. Good on Olivia. I hope she gives herself grace to this path to a higher self. I don't know who the Olivia is. She is a young woman. Take it from me. At Olivia, well, I guess I can find out. A 34-year-old woman, that's young? Like, that's a young woman? Is that a woman? Is this her? I don't know. There's so much here that almost looks like a dude in makeup. I'm not sure. I don't really care. Why did it get me out of that? What the heck? Okay, I hit that back arrow, but whatever. Anyway, I don't care about any of this. I think it's hilarious, though, that she thinks that she's divining her way out of any trouble that she has. So there is that. This is really funny, though, right here. This is the part that I really, really, really enjoy. Okay? You aren't going to threaten my entire livelihood with frivolous lawsuits and just get away with it, Ethan Klein. I'm going to expose the suffering that you are making me, an innocent white woman. An innocent white woman. Go through every step of the way. Okay. So then it's Zach Lewis, Zionist, all that failed musician calls Kaceytron a bitch. Using sound bites. I don't know. How do you determine a failed musician? That doesn't even make sense. You know, you're either a musician or you're not. It's like calling someone a failed artist, but they can, like, draw literally, like, portraits of people perfectly. Looks exactly like them and everything, hyper-realistic. It's like, I don't know if that's a failed artist. That's just someone who never monetized their art. That's not a failure. You obviously got the skills down to the nth degree, so you didn't fail, you know? It's like me with guitar. People bring it up all the time. They're like, oh, you play guitar? You're a failed musician. It's like, well, you could see some of my videos that I put on my music channel, and I'm not making any mistakes, really. I'm playing it very fluidly, you know? Is there anything about it that sounds bad? And, of course, they don't know. They have no clue. But they're like, well, you're not making money off of it. And it's like, well, I also don't really have the time to make money off of it. I have kids and a wife. I chose a different path, you know? That doesn't mean I failed at anything. I just chose not to go the distance with it, you know what I mean? Anyway, so here's this. Called Anissa bitch last week as well. Well, he's not wrong. And she responds to her own picture. You think I'm a bitch? What cruel, disgusting thing have I done to you? I mean, I think you are, just because you call every single dude around you an incel. And it's hilarious, you know, because you are actually genuinely an incel. Last I checked, you were the one that sued me for something you know is BS without even knowing who I am. Well, no, he caught you literally copyright infringing. That's what he did. And you encouraged it and said that, to about 1,000 people or so, said everyone should do the same, encouraging that to people. That's very illegal. It's quite illegal. What kind of millionaire monster does that to someone who makes a fraction of what they do? I don't know. That's like saying that you arrested the guy living on welfare for robbing a store. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you kind of gotta get him still. No, but trust me, Ethan, by the end of this, you will know who I am. What? We already know who you are. Like, you got made famous from all this. Just in the worst possible way. I'm a survivor of circumstances that would make you crumble. Lady, you are morbidly obese. What are you talking about? Your life is not that hard. If you are morbidly obese, you're a first world, big old fat lady with no real issues to even complain about. Let the victim complex wars begin. That is a great name for it, and that is a great way to address exactly what it is you are. You have a victim complex. That is amazing. Nice Floridian slip there. Begin and let it be known. I am an innocent white woman being targeted by an insecure man for being friends with Hassan. Boy, she's really playing up that white woman stuff. I guess she really probably does like the Klan. As someone facing As someone facing real-world consequences to this egomaniac boss of yours, drama, your self-victimization is offensive. Who cares if it's offensive? Good Lord, that's all it is with her. She can offend people, but no one can offend her. Imagine if Hassan used his millions to drag you and Olivia through frivolous lawsuit and destroy your lives. Maybe then the pity party would be believable. Okay. Sorry that all that happened to you. I believe that one time I spoke about you, all I said was you were funny. I'm so sorry for my vile attack. What? Okay, I don't care about these people. This is all petty drama. So, the way I have to repost this grown man's Instagram stories because he's such a coward, he has to hide from comment sections. Oh, yeah, he's such a coward because people were threatening his lives, threatening his kids, called CPS on him, sent human skulls to him. Yeah, especially after what happened to Charlie Kirk, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all for that. And you're calling him a coward. Nobody's making these threats towards you. Nobody actually cares about you. And yet, you're sitting there saying that, like, oh, well, I have to repost him because he's a coward. Who cares? You took a screenshot. He responded back to you. You got the message. Does it matter in the way you receive the message, whether it be a direct message or through Instagram? Really? I don't understand how that matters at all. Anyways, your days of being the ultimate victim are over, Ethan. This innocent white woman has you beat. This just writes itself. The comedy here is amazing. This is coming from the leftist. The leftists went full circle back to, like, white women. You know what I mean? Pretty soon you're going to see them burning crosses. It's going to be very, very funny. P.S. Donors, I am preparing for full transparency with my GFM finances. Lawyer fees, money for Ethan. He keeps on making these malicious claims to hinder mine and others' ability to fundraise to defend ourselves against his frivolous lawsuits. I don't think he's doing anything to hinder you from fundraising. I think he's encouraging you to keep fundraising because it'll be a bigger payday for him. And then all those donors are going to watch all that money go to him. It's going to disenfranchise them completely. They are going to be blown away. They're like, well, we just funded all that for Ethan. And then they're going to turn around and look at Kaceytron and be like, you lost us all our money. And as it turns out, you broke the law. I think a lot of people will come to that, you know. So she says, I came from poverty, drug abuse, and domestic violence. I don't believe you at all. I don't believe you at all. I've had firearms pointed at me and defended my mother from abuse. Yeah, I don't believe you. Privileged people like Ethan A.B. will never know the violence of poverty. You didn't have to get involved with any of that just because you were poor. What Ethan is doing with his millions is class warfare to silence criticism. Disgusting. Wait, what happened to all your white privilege, though? Hold on. Her white privilege was not enough to get her out of poverty? And hardships? I don't believe it. No. She has all that white privilege, guys. What happened to all that white privilege Hassan talks about? And she's a Hassan orbiter. Oh, well. Anyway, guys, it's anything to, rules for thee, not for me. That's how the left works. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys here in the next one. Later.